You check your bank account on a Thursday. It's lower than you thought it would be. You scroll back through the transactions. Most of them look normal. None of them look wrong. And yet a few $100s are just gone. You don't remember spending them. You can't point to what you got. So where did they go? Here's the question almost nobody asks. It isn't how much you make. It isn't where the money goes because you mostly know that. The question is, what would change if every single dollar of your paycheck had a job before it ever hit your account? Not a vague intention, but a specific assignment. Rent, groceries, insurance, the car, the savings, the fun. Every dollar accounted for on paper before the month starts. We're going to walk through what that one decision does over 12 months. Not the theory, just the receipt. Here's the mechanic. Most people budget by tracking. They look back at the end of the month and they see where the money went. That isn't a budget. That's a report. Zero-based budgeting is the opposite. Before the month starts, you give every dollar a job. Income minus assignments equals zero. Not zero in your account. It's zero unassigned. Every dollar gets what we'll call a permission slip. The slip is the job. Groceries, mortgage, car insurance, the Roth, the dentist visit you keep delaying. Without a permission slip, the dollar can't move. Now here's where the math gets interesting. The average household making $150,000 a year takes home roughly $9,600 a month after taxes and benefits. Watch what happens when those dollars don't have jobs. About 44% of households earning over $100,000 say they have little or nothing left at the end of the month. They aren't poor, they're unassigned. The dollars come in. The dollars find their own way out, and the report at the end says, "I'm not sure." Now picture the same paycheck, the same expenses, the same lifestyle. The only thing that changes is that every dollar walks in with a job. Rent gets $2,600. Groceries get $1,000. Utilities and insurance get $700. Restaurants get $400, capped. Subscriptions get $80. The car gets $600, including gas. The Roth gets $700. The vacation fund gets $300. Holiday gifts get $150. The emergency fund gets the rest, which works out to around $570 a month at this income. That last number is the one that doesn't exist in most households. It isn't the leftover, it's an assignment. And once it has a permission slip, it stops being optional. Now run the year with 3 outcomes. Start with best case. You hold the system for 12 straight months. The $570 a month going to the emergency fund builds to about $6,840. The $700 a month to the Roth maxes out the $8,400 you can put in by year end. The $300 vacation fund covers the trip without a credit card. And the restaurant and subscription caps quietly recover another $200 a month, which is $2,400 across the year. You end December roughly $17,000, ahead of where you would have ended without the system. Same job, same income, same life, different math. Now the worst case. You start strong and slip by March. The Roth contribution holds because it's automatic. Everything else gets sloppy. You overspend the restaurant line, you forget to assign holiday gifts in November. The emergency fund grows by maybe $2,000 instead of $6,800. The vacation goes on the credit card and you pay it off in February. You're still ahead, maybe $5,000 ahead, but it doesn't feel like the win it should. That isn't failure, that's a year of friction. Then the most likely path. You hold the system for the first 3 months because it's new and you're paying attention. You drift in months 4 through 7. You reset in August because you can see the leaks in real time. You finish the year with about $4,500 in the emergency fund, the Roth fully funded, and roughly $10,000 of net improvement over the do-nothing year. The number is smaller than the best case. The skill you built is bigger because now you can see the leaks the moment they happen. Here's what the channels selling the spreadsheet won't tell you. The math isn't the hard part. The permission slip is the hard part. Most people who try this for the first time discover something uncomfortable in week 2. They don't actually want to assign the money because assigning it forces a choice. The choice is restaurants or Roth, subscriptions or savings. The system doesn't fail because people can't do arithmetic. It fails because the arithmetic makes you decide. This is the whole game. Zero-based budgeting is not a math exercise, it's a decision exercise. The dollars were always going to land somewhere. You're just choosing where. The 24% of Americans with zero emergency savings aren't bad with money. They have never been forced to choose. The structure decides for them by default, and the default is whatever feels normal at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday. Tonight, before you go to bed, do one thing. Open your last bank statement. Pick the 3 categories where the dollars disappear quickest, usually restaurants, subscriptions, and a vague third bucket you can't quite name. Assign a number to each one for next month. Write it on paper or in a notes app. That's it. You haven't built a budget yet. You've handed $3 their first permission slip. The rest of the year follows from that. If you found this useful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more simple explanations.